Guys, welcome back. Uh, Hope everyone is having a great weekend or what's left of it. My Friday and Saturday was a little bit hectic. Had some medical issues going on with my dad. We had to take him to the VA hospital and spent a couple of days, but we got him back home, and everything so far so good for now. So I won't get into that, but hope everybody else has had a great weekend. Here in Kentucky and a lot of surrounding states, lots and lots and lots of rain, lots of flooding. It was flooded down around where my folks were. So the way I usually go in to see them, I had to come in the back way because water was over the roads, and it's a lot of places got hit pretty hard here with flooding in Kentucky. So prayers going up for those folks. They're having it a lot worse than what we are in this area in other states. Uh, got a back issue haul in the mail this week. Uh, some stuff I've been wanting to do for a while. Got some books I didn't have. Got some upgrades to some stuff I did have, uh, and I found a lot of like one lot of like 40 issues, not 40 different because there's some duplicates, but my favorite character, Commandian. Yep, people that know me, I already completed my Commandy run, but I found a lot of stuff in these like issues that I had that weren't in nice grades. There's some nice grades in here and stuff for I only had like the higher grade books because a lot of stuff I accumulated as back issues. So I got like higher grades, but some of the stuff that I got when I was a kid, a lot of stuff. So this lot ranges in condition from like good plus to like very fine plus. Like I say, it come out to like $1.80 a piece on these. So really, please get him. This is the guy that I've dealt with online before. Uh, so he's got a lot of good stuff, got a lot of good prices, and he's from Easy Comic Readers' home state, sunny Texas. I don't know if it's South Texas, but if you guys want to get online, uh, it's Titan Comics. For from Dallas. Okay, so Cecilia and Jeremy Shore. Jeremy's the guy that I deal with. Got a lot of cool back issues. So I don't know if that will show up or not, but yeah, you can get online and find him on Comic Collector Live. So let's just get into showing some Commandy. How about that? And that's so weird. And people are that don't know me real well and know this channel real well. As big as a Commandy fan as I am, I've never actually done a video where I've shown my whole run of Commandy. So I'm gonna have to get on that. That just amazes me that I haven't done that. So we'll try to get to that soon. But anyway, here's the lot that I found. So it's like 40 issues between number 4 and like number 34. Like I say, there's some duplicates. So anyway, this first one, I think this will go along with my high grade copy. This will be my reading copy of Commandy Last Boy on Earth. Boy on Earth, number 4. I've already rebagged and reboarded all these. The Commandy stuff wasn't bagged, which I kind of expected that, but the other stuff I got was. So uh, here's number 5, Commandy. And I could go on and on about the virtues of this series, but I won't. Commandy number 6 with one of the sisters he was dating. I don't know if that's Spirit or Flower, so I'll have to look into that. And here's number 8. You had the Rangers there, the Lion Rangers, Mount Rushmore. Another number 8. This is more of a lower grade. Still pretty good. Number 10. I think this is part of the tracking site saga, if you want to call it that, with Ben Boxer and Steve and Renzi with the Cyclotronic Hearts. Here's a high grade copy of that, number 10. I was really happy to get these, like for buck 80 or 85, whatever it was. So pretty cool. Number 11. I think that's part of the Sacker saga. Commandy fans will know what I'm talking about. Oh, and here's a favorite cover. Number 12. The Devil and Mr. Sacker. And our good old friend Click Clack. Just think Kentucky Derby with giant grasshoppers. And here's a nice copy. I've probably got 3 copies of this now. Good stuff. Number 13, Hell at Hialeah. And another 13. I say these are all part of the same lot. It's number 14. With that famous jockey Bull Bantam. And there's old Bull again. Yeah. Why have 1 copy when you can have 3 or 4? Number 15, The Watergate Secrets. And another one, pretty nice shape. This one, wow. I don't see if there's any defects in here. They're really hard to see. So this is what Dr. Von Chilla would call a blazer. Looks like it's perfectly centered up there at the top. So this was something that probably would, the kind of book that would reside in Dr. Von Chilla's collection. Number 16. I call this one the Cortexan Saga. It's like where all the humans became dumb and the apes acquired, or the animals. See, I go back and forth with this apes and Commandy thing, Planet of the Apes, so kind of similar. Carmine Infantino liked to say that he created Commandy for Jack Kirby, which is BS. He had a comic strip that I don't think ever came out, or like a comic strip called Commandy of the Caves, and this was back in the 50s. And what happened here was DC and Marvel were both trying to get the rights to do the Planet of the Apes comic, and I guess Marvel got the rights before DC did, or Marvel outbid them. So from that came this. And as far as Carmine Infantino invented, no. Like I say, there was Commandy of the Caves comic strip, and that can be proved. I've got some issues of Jack Kirby Collector, which shows some photocopies of the old strip. And then there was a story from Harvey Comics called The Last Enemy, where it was like a post-apocalyptic future, intelligent talking animals. So, no, this was not a Carmine Infantino invention. This was totally Jack Kirby. And here we have, this might be one of my better copies. This is my favorite all-time comic book, Commandy number 18, The Eater. You guys have seen the video where I got the big giant poster that Dr. Von Chilla sent me of this. So this might be, I might have an extra copy or 2 of this one, but this one is really, really nice. The only thing, I don't know if there is anything wrong with this one. I got one little thing there at the top, maybe. A little bent corner, but otherwise, pretty nice. Another great story, Last Gang in Chicago, Commandy 19. Kind of reminds you of Westworld with gangsters and gorillas. So, if you're going to steal from the best, right? Here's another copy. This one's got a little bit of a spine roll, but otherwise pretty nice. Number 20, the conclusion of the Last Gang in Chicago story. A lot of these Commandy, I don't know if anybody else will agree with me on this, but for those of you that watched the Hulk TV show when you were a kid, there was always like the little theme of, well, okay, he tore up Jack in this town, so he's going to have to like hit the road and go on by himself, and the lonely guy walking away. And in a way, Commandy reminded me of that same thing. He'd have all these adventures, and somebody's always out to kill him, and somebody's always chasing him, but it ends up he's always alone again. So it kind of reminds me of Bill Bixby as Bruce Banner on the Hulk TV show. You guys agree, disagree? Feel free to comment. And here's another copy of that one. You Are Leaving Chicago. I won't tell you what that's all about if you haven't read it. And here we have some sea monsters in Commandy. This one's a little chewed up. Got a lot of spine ticks, but complete. Great reading copy. And then we have a high grade copy here. Like I say, like $1.80 something a piece. I don't care if I got the whole run out, I'll do that all day. If there's one shows up online like this, I'll probably get that one too. Just because that's what we comic collectors do. We've got that sickness. Here's a like a lower grade copy of number 22. Got a little moisture damage there, but not bad. And here's a high grade copy. So anybody that isn't aware of Commandy, and I'll keep saying this, it is just a fun, adventurous, post-apocalyptic, sci-fi, dramatic, funny series. I mean, at least while Kirby was on it for the first 40 issues or so. After that, I still bought the book. I still love the stories, but they got a little bit, there were too many subplots, and of course it wasn't Kirby on the art anymore. Still love the character, but I digress. Number 23. And another number 23. A little bit shinier. Number 24. This one's got a little bit of wear on the edge. But this one will take care of that. Number 25. Now, I know this is an upgrade from the one that I have, because my original childhood copy is kind of chewed up. So this is cool. Glad to have this one. Actually, this one is a little bit lower grade, but it's actually better than my original too. So, and number 26. He's always being run after. He's always running. He's always being shot at and captured, and he escapes, and then he's running some more, and he's shot at and captured. And then once in a while he gets a gun of his own. I think when I was a kid, this was like one of the first Commandy images I drew. Got it over in a portfolio somewhere, but number 28. Stop this massacre. You have some British bulldogs. Not the wrestler, the canines. And another favorite right here. Number 29. The so-called Superman crossover. There's a couple more books besides this one. I kind of want to do a video on. It's this one. And I think there's a copy of DC Presents where he's teamed up with the Commandy, and then there's an issue of Superman that kind of crosses over, not really a crossover, but is part of this story. So, wanting to do that one pretty soon. That's just a cool cover. And number 30, The Wildest Place on Earth. UFOs and ships in the desert. And Mutants with Cyclotronic Hearts. Not enough going on at all, huh? And here's another one of my favorite issues. Got a few of these. It's the only giant size. This was part of my Lost Giants of 1975 and 76 I did a few years ago. My friend Eric K, he's pretty fond of these. It's Kamandi 32. You have a reprint of Kamandi 1. You have a new story. You have a bio of Jack Kirby and a map of Earth AD, the Disaster World. And last issue of that lot was number 34. It was a Joe Kubert cover. Kamandi, or Kubert on Kamandi, you can't beat that either. So, all these other ones are just books that I needed for runs. Books I didn't have. Some of them are, I think these first several are upgrades. DC Superstars was one of my favorite titles in the mid-70s. Had some new stories, had a lot of great reprints. I think all these are reprints. Like every couple of issues, you would have a DC Superstars of Space. So here's number 8. Love Adam Strange. You got the Space Ranger. You got the Star Rovers. You got an Ernie Chan cover. What's not to like, right? And here's number 6. Got another Ernie Chan cover. Adam Strange. One of my favorites, Captain Comet, Tommy Tomorrow, and Space Cabbie. And Space Cabbie actually showed up on Justice League Action, the cartoon. So that was kind of cool. And issue number 4, another DC Superstars of Space. Another Ernie Chan cover. Adam Strange, Captain Comet, and Space Ranger. Love that purple on the background. And here's number 3, DC Superstars. This was one of my favorite stories. I've got this in the original issues of Adventure Comics, but I just liked having this too. This is number 3. I think it features the Adult Legion. Legion of Supervillains. Lots and lots of heroes. And this is probably my favorite of all the DC Superstars of Space issues. It's number 2. You have the team up of Adam Strange and Hawkman from Mystery in Space. You have a reprint of the first adventures of the Atomic Knights, which I love the Atomic Knights. And you have Knights of the Galaxy. Tackle the challenge of the Robot Knight. And this is a square-bound beauty. Another one of the lost giants from DC, as I like to call them. Awesome stuff. And here we have a, this is an upgrade to my number 1, DC Superstars number 1. Got a couple really good Teen Titans reprints with art by Gil Kane and Nick Cardy. Another square bound. And I got some Plastic Man. I think 3 of these are upgrades to the ones I have, my originals, which were pretty beat up from when I was a kid. So we have number 15. I think most of this is great art by Ramona Fraden and Bob Smith. I think Steve Skates did a lot of the scripts in these, if I'm not mistaken. Number 15. My favorite Plastic Man cover. This is an upgrade. Number 14. Cover by Ernie Chan. The Lurker Below. Man, that just looks kind of nasty. A pile of poo-poo with arms. How about that? But I love that cover. That just screams Bronze Age. And this is an upgrade to my number 12. More great Ramona Fraden art in this one. Like that DC masthead they had going on then. And part of the early Plastic Man run, so I can knock this one off my list. I think I need 7 issues out of the first 10 to complete Plastic Man. So this is number 9, Silver Age. And we got some Marvel. Here's Marvel 2-in-1. Number 5 presents The Thing and the Guardians of the Galaxy. All this and Captain America 2. So I'm closing in on completing my Marvel 2-in-1. Congrats to all you folks that already have. Got some Charlton. Haunted, number 30. The great Steve Ditko cover. Didn't have that one. Here we have the Human Torch, number 5. The 70s. These are all reprints from the Golden and Silver Age. In this one, anyway. I think all I need is issue 4 now. And then we'll close this one out. And here we got Doc Savage, number 4. Love all these pulp characters like Doc Savage and the Shadow and Phantom. There's number 4. And here's number 5. And this completes my Doc Savage run. Yeah. So, another favorite character of mine from Marvel, Man-Thing. I've got all the first series. I completed that a while back. And then they came out with the second series. I guess it was, 1980? Maybe 79, 80? I think it was 79. And I had the first issue, and there was only 11 issues. So I was like, why don't I have the rest of this? I love this character. But here's number 11. This is the last issue. Number 5. It's a great cover. And number 4, covered by Bob Wycheck, or Wysek. I don't know how you pronounce his name, but it's a good cover. So it shouldn't be too hard to find the other 7 I need for that run. Another one I needed for my Secrets of Haunted House run, number 34, with Mr. E. And another one for my Super Friends run, closing in on this one. Number 27, a DCTV comic. More great Ramona Fradon art. Ramona Fradon and Bob Smith. They were a good duo for DC in the 70s. And last couple I got here, we have 80-page giant G42, also known as Superman number 202, featuring Tales of the Bizarro World. Me, I'm not happy to have this issue of Bizarro. And we got another giant, number G72, also known as Superman 227, special all Kryptonite issue. So a couple Supermans to fill in that run. And there you have it, folks. Nice little haul. I do say so myself, if you're into that sort of stuff. And I am. So, for you guys that watched, I appreciate you being here. I always love to see the comments. I'm still trying to catch up from the last video that I put out. So, it's all a matter of having time, So, I hope everybody has a great upcoming week. And I'm sure I will talk to you all very soon. Onward and upward.